All right, we're back. So it's a busy night at Troll Skull. Is there anything that you guys want to do tonight? Or
Uh,
tomorrow? Or.
Little Fang wants to start up kind of like a drinking game to help people run up their tabs.
Very good.
Darren, would you accompany me over to Tim's so we can take care of that?
Yeah, we should probably go do anything.
Much appreciated.
And of course, that's the first thing you guys would want to do. So let me find.
Yeah, because it's always best to settle debts before you go off adventuring.
You know, I probably don't have her. Okay. So again, it's only about 5:30 in the evening. You guys want to head down to the Court of the White Bull? Try to talk to Tim.
Yep, I think that's the plan.
Are we all going?
You can if you want.
I mean, do you think there'll be trouble? Do you need us?
Doubtful. Just need Darren to do the talking.
Alright, in that case, Krog will probably stay in the bar and wait tables, serve drinks, etc., etc.
Tark will go along with them, but he's going to make a stop at an armorer along the way.
Okay. Just a second, doing some. All right. So you guys are headed off down. Who all's going?
I believe it's just me and Gazik.
You and Gazik. I thought Tark was. Tark
Tark
is
is
part of the way, and then you're going to find a
Right.
blacksmith. Okay. And Little Fang is having drinking games, working at the Troll Skull tonight. So, Krog, what are you doing?
Serving drinks, pretty much working the bar.
All right, you guys are working the bar.
We're keeping each other out of trouble, maybe.
All right, Krog and Little Fang, I want one of the two of you to roll me a d20. And I want the same thing from Tark and Gazik and Darren.
Did you say Krog at first?
Okay, doesn't matter. All right, so you guys are working away at Troll Skull. Tark, you find, there's several blacksmith shops, including, the two Genesee that live just behind you.
If I know that, I will go directly there.
Oh yeah, you guys are neighbors now. They've come over and eaten. Okay,
Yeah, I think we brought him a bottle of wine at some point early on.
I think so. Darren did a little schmoozing when you guys first got to town, or somebody did. So you stop here at Steam and Steel. And of course I need to pull that up too. Embrick and Abbey. There we go. What would you like to do, Tark? You see, they're just
Tark?
cleaning up 5:30. They're just cleaning up the forge for the day.
All right, Tark will walk in and say, I, Tark of Northgate, wish to do business with you.
Nimbrick sits up, fire kind of seething over his hands and his arms. He smiles. He goes, yes, yes. Lord Tark of Northgate. Welcome. Welcome again. What can we do for you?
Want to have helmet made.
Oh. Abby says, oh, a helmet, he says, Nimbrick.
Helmet from trophy I take.
And Embrick kind of cocks one of the eyebrow up a little bit, and he looks at you. And you can see he's piqued with interest as flames kind of sear over the back of his head. Tell me, what trophy is it you speak of?
Tark will take his backpack off. He'll open it up. He's going to pull out the wyvern head.
I forgot you had that.
Wait a minute, you got a wyvern head in your backpack? That's a big fucking...
Yeah.
That's 2 feet long, man. 2.5 feet long.
I've been carrying it the whole time.
Okay.
Do you not remember this?
Yeah, I do, but it kind of, yeah. All right, so you pull the wyvern head out, and when you do, Abby sits up. Abby's like, oh, and really shocked for a second. Embrick says, that's impressive. And they both kind of lean over and they look at it. Where'd you take this from? That doesn't matter. Matters a little. Tell me what you've got in mind. And Abby turns around and grabs a piece of paper, and he's got like drops of water coming off of his skin as he gets this paper and a quill, and you're like, there's no way but you don't see water ever stain the paper. And he looks at you and he says, tell me what this helmet looks like.
Let me see. Jaw is gone. Skull fits on top my head. Horns out to sides.
And Abby says, and you see him, he's sketching away. He says, bone skull or skin on?
What you think look best?
Abby stops and looks at Embrick, and Embrick says, no, take the skin off. So Abby starts drawing this thing like a skull. It's got the horns coming out of it and stuff. And he turns around and he shows you, let's see what you think of it. Give me a insight check, and you want to roll low.
Nat 20?
No.
Nat 1.
But I told you you wanted to roll low. And you're looking at it, you're like, fuck no, that's not what I'm thinking. And you're like, no, that doesn't look right. And he looks at you, and by the look on your face, he's like, well, wait a minute. So what do you not like about this? He knows immediately you don't like his drawing.
It's a bullshit.
You're not here.
I know.
We're going to sit here and think about that for a minute. Gazik and Darren, you guys head off down to the court of the White Bull. You've both been here before. You walk right up to the door that kind of looks like a house, but you guys definitely know this is Tim's residence and shop. What are you going to do?
Ring the bell.
Okay, you start to reach for the hell do they call that? Clapper rope, and the front door opens, swings open. I have been waiting.
Wizards. Yes, yes. I fear I was out of town. It's taken a couple days.
Who are you? Oh yes, you're those ones. Come on in here.
Walking slowly, looking around to be careful.
You walk in. Oh, look.
Gazik doesn't pull the bell. he follows.
He's
them
gonna
in.
pull the bell anyway.
He was. He was thinking about it for half a second.
Just to piss him off. Oh, so you guys walk in. It's kind of dark in here, but you look over and you see a rather attractive, obviously not from Waterdeep, although you have seen people like her before. Let me find. And she is sitting in the corner. He says, "You've kept my guest waiting. Again, you're always keeping us waiting." Darren, you look over and you see her. She kind of looks down with a smile on her face.
I'll stroll right over in her direction, throw back my cape in a flourish, and vow, "My apologies, my lady."
She says, and I'm sorry, and she says, I've been caught off guard. Tim, could you introduce us? And oh yes, yes, yes. He turns around. And he says, my good man, beast person. He says, may I introduce you to Obaya from the land of Chult? And she touches her hand to her forehead and bows and looks at you, and she's just got these beautiful eyes that just kind of stare right through you. Dressed very nicely, although in definitely a foreign, you're not used to seeing clothes like this far north.
Ah, well, surely a long trip to bring you here.
Let's see. Okay. She says, yes, yes. I have come from the Port Nyanzaru. And I come on behalf of a wizard named Wakanga Otamu. And you must be the one that Tim says can help me. I am looking to buy magic items.
Oh, this is Waterdeep. I'm sure there are plenty for purchase around here.
Yes, there are. But I'm willing to give you better than the local shops. But also I want to buy a little cheaper than, say, the local shops. And I'm looking for magic items that come from the place called the Undermountain.
I see. So
Roll me a
you
charisma saving check. Charisma save. Okay. Alright, go ahead.
so I assume you want me to put you in contact with the people working down there.
Working down where?
I believe there's some sort of uh, untoward group that runs business out of Undermountain. Perhaps selling such items, or were you hoping that I would collect them myself?
Oh my good man. You are one of but 10 or 20 people I have talked to in the last week. I am just simply here to buy magic items that I will take back with me to Port Nyanzaru.
Well, in that case, I do believe we plan to earn some fame within this Undermountain. Should we come across such items, I'm sure we could bring them back and make a deal.
I'm sure there are those items you will not be using, and I'm very much interested in looking at them, perhaps even buying them. And she bows her head to you one more time. And we're not in the bar.
Price is right. Then
I will make the price better than the local shops on the items that you do not care for. There are a lot of people that are going into Undermountain. There are very few that come out. And if you do, come and see me.
I fear many of those people aren't the same quality as my friends.
Ha! Well, it doesn't matter, Obeya. These gentlemen are going into Undermountain. I already know this. And he starts to giggle. And he looks at you, Darren, and he says, "You owe me a debt." And he basically tells you that in payment for the rings, he had a rival wizard by the name of Finley Rathburn that disappeared in Undermountain over a year ago. And rumor has it he perished along with his entire party, save for one individual that made it out alive. And he says, well, at least in body. That individual's now in the care of family and friends, and hadn't been able to communicate since her return. She's got to be spoon-fed, spends her days mumbling incoherently, staring at the walls. But don't worry about that. I just need the spell book.
Yes, I'm sure somebody owes you a debt. Glare back at Gazik. As it turns out, we may be headed down that way.
And I'll share that with you guys, if you're keeping track of that stuff. Pin it to your notes or whatever.
Thanks.
You're quite welcome. And the whole time, Tim just giggles away, gets mad every now and then, stares at the corner, and curses at somebody who may or may not be there.
Gazek, my friend, I fear your favor may cost us more than the gold would have.
Obeya stands up, and she walks up to you, and she says, "This is what I'm willing to pay. If you have items you do not care for, I'll pay 10 platinum, 50 platinum, 500 or even 5,000. It's not so much the fact that you could sell them to someone else, but I will make it worth your while."
Fair enough. You'll be our first stop.
Okay, and let me find, let's see. She's interested in buying spell books for Wakanga Otamu. She prices a spell book based on the highest level spells it contains, or the most powerful spells it contains. Let me put it that way. And other magic items, but she's particularly interested in spell books. And Tim is definitely interested in a particular spell book. Gazik, you got anything to say to this?
No. Gazik's standing nice and silent.
I didn't think so. Come see me when you return with my book. Thank you, gentlemen, for doing business.
I should perhaps know what this particular book looks like.
And he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, yes, yes." And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small stone and he hands it to you. I think that's what. Let me look. No, I'm sorry, he hands you a black candle. He says, "Light the black candle in front of the book. You'll know."
Indeed. Wizards. Well, it seems I should be on my way. I have a lot of supplies to gather.
And as you do, Obaya reaches out. She grabs your hand softly and she plants a small stone in your hand. It's like almost translucent white. Um, Not quite a moonstone, close. You're not sure you've ever seen anything like this. She says, "You can call me. I will come visit you, look over your wares. I will be here for another 30 days. Or until I have drained my coffers and I'm ready to return. I wish you the best of luck." And she bows very deeply to you.
Good evening, Lillian. Hopefully we'll meet you soon.
All right. Unless you guys got something else with Tim the Enchanter. Okay.
Take my leave. She makes Darren nervous.
Where are you going from here?
Might as well go meet up with this bard while we're out. There's 3 strings.
3 strings. Okay, so you're headed to the Yawning Portal. All right, Tark, we're back to you at Steam and Steel.
Okay.
So, give me another insight check, and I've got to find these guys again. Damn it, window creep. Here we go. You still don't like what he's drawing for you. You're like, these guys ain't getting it. They're not getting this shit. But we'll say that back and forth, some time goes on, and you finally see a design you really like. So if you want to go out and find a picture of whatever it is that you've got in mind here to incorporate, we can do that to give me a better idea of what you look like when you're stalking through these places.
Okay, sounds good.
And they say, so you just want a helmet made from this?
What else could I have made from the rest of it? Anything useful?
From the rest of what? That beast? You've got more of it?
No. Let's see.
Tark stands there and thinks and thinks and thinks and says,
Just helmets be good, yes.
Very good, very good. This
and
may
he
take a while. We're gonna have to, strip this thing of all the flesh, and could be a couple of 10 days.
Tark pulls out his coin pouch and says,
I pay now. How much?
Oh, roll me a d20. Oh, we do it for 10 gold.
Tark counts out 20 gold, and it takes him a while. And he hands each one of them 10 gold.
All right. They both look at you and they look at each other and they smile and they kind of cuddle a little bit.
Oh,
And Emmerich says, we'll get on it as quick as we can, like tomorrow morning. And we'll come over, have dinner when it's done, bring it to you.
Sound good. Look forward to
Sound
seeing
good?
you.
Where-
And I deducted gold, so we're good.
I just watched Inglorious Bastards the other night. I love it when Brad Pitt's character is the lieutenant. He's giving them the talk, trying to tell them what they're doing. We're going to go kill some Nazis. Sound good? Anyway. Okay, so you're finished here. What are you going to do, Tark?
I will at that point go back to Troll Skull.
Okay. You get back to Troll Skull. Krog's working away, sweeping, cleaning tables, setting dishes. Little Fang's got a bunch of people over in the corner drinking ale by the pitchers full. And let's see, probably a good number of them soused.
yeah. I'm wondering if there might be any betting on too.
Do what?
Said I wonder if there might be some betting going on with the drinking game as well.
Oh, there could be. Depends on if Little Fang wants to push it that way. Wants to pursue that.
Did I hear illegal gambling? Let's do it.
I don't know. It's illegal gambling.
I mean, if we don't have a license, it's illegal.
It's just a friendly wager.
So,
No, I meant like we should have a lot of people in here doing some gambling, especially about how many, wonderful Troll Skull special drinks they can drink or guzzle.
I don't think gambling's illegal in Waterdeep.
No, I meant like usually you have to have a license to run like to take people's money.
Oh, like that.
on board,
Yes, yes. I see what you mean. I
But I
see
mean, I'm
what
gonna
you
do
mean.
it anyway.
Yeah, dude. So that kind of okay. So backroom stuff. You've got them like in the back room.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. All right. So what kind of gambling are you doing? Shooting
It's
craps?
associated with drink.
No, she's going to uh tell people that whomever manages to buy and drink the most drinks can get all their drinks for free without passing out. And yeah, so
One
that
winner.
way it is gonna yeah, so there's gonna be
Okay.
one winner.
Okay.
So
So,
a lot of people are gonna be spending a lot of money hoping to get their drinks for all for free.
well, let's see how many people actually get involved in this game. So roll me a d.
Persuasion?
Well, roll it. Yeah, roll it. No, roll a d10.
Boom, 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 boom. Be high.
All right, you got about
Good
7
enough.
people that are standing around listening to your proposal. And I'm going to collectively roll a um, charisma check for them. So give me a persuasion check. Or a persuasion roll.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna use an inspiration to get advantage on this because I want their money.
Okay. Okay. So there's a couple of them that are like, we're not, they turn around, they go off and do their own thing. But you got 5 people here that start on this drinking game.
Okay, she'll be like cheering them on, and she'll like cover a couple additional drinks for them, because she wants them to fail.
Let's
So
see
yeah.
here. Let me pull this guy up.
And of course, there is always going to be that one NPC that always rolls a nat 20 on the Constitution check.
Right. Right. So we're going to say right now that anything on a Constitution check, 10 or higher, if it's 11, they're kind of holding their own okay. If it's a nat 20, this ain't affecting them. If it's below 10, they start getting into the drunk range. So that's the way we're going to play this out.
Okay.
Now, after
Whoa.
each successful check,
Wait a minute.
DC on it
Voice,
strike.
hang on. Voice meter's freaking out again. Try that. What were you saying?
With the drinking in 5e, when you have a successful Constitution check for drinking, and then the next one you make the DC
It goes
is
up.
higher.
It goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that's what you were meaning
Yes.
in this.
Yeah, but that's where we're starting. That's 10. So, are you getting in
Right.
on this, Krog? Are you drinking?
No, he's just watching.
Well, then shut the hell up. Okay. So, I'm kidding you, buddy. I'm kidding you.
I feel so hurt.
I love you, Veno. I'm
We loved
unwinding
you too,
tonight,
man.
guys. This really feels good. Really feels good. It's been kind of a strange week, a couple of weeks. Anyway, okay. So we'll come back to that in a moment. Darren and Gazik, you make your way down to Trollskull, to the Yawning Portal, and you go inside, and it's actually a pretty quiet night. There's about 15 people in here.
Yeah, they're all over at Troll Skull.
I guess everything's rocking up in the North Ward. Or they're at about 15% capacity. I said there's 15 people. But yeah, there's a a bard in here, and he's playing this lute. It's got 3 strings on it.
I'll walk right over to him.
Hi. He looks at you and keeps on singing. He's got a patron now.
I'll toss him a platinum piece. Truly worthy of the renowned, I've heard.
Oh, you've heard of me. And he
Of
just gets all
course.
the more boisterous.
It was a friend of ours told me I should find you here. When he mentioned your name, I felt honored that I'd be able to come and talk to you as well.
Uh, Darren, since you've kind of taken to some, musical skills, I mean, it was bard you branched off into, wasn't it?
Yep. I've done a bunch of like bard hiring throughout town at different points too.
This guy seems to you like he might be, I don't know, maybe he's drunk or maybe he's just not that good of a musician. It's like a wrong note here, wrong note there. He's kind of flat when he's singing.
Oh
And-
yeah, I did.
Yeah. But
I didn't really care when I praised him.
he thinks pretty highly of himself. And he says, you've seen me perform before, I'd imagine.
Not yet, but just starting up myself. I've heard your name in circles.
Well, I'm known from every court on the Sword Coast. What do you mean, start up?
I've just started up. I've taken up playing a show of my own, but neither here nor there. It's not what brings me here. A friend of ours, Mert, said I should seek you out. Said you had some business down in Undermountain or something.
And then all of a sudden, he hits a real sour note. He goes, "Oh, yes, yes. But perhaps you would like to play a song with me first. We'll do a duet. What do you say?"
Well, I'd be honored. I'll pull out my pipes and try to follow along.
Oh, pipes. Very good. Very nice. So he says, do you know the old Piper song? Nancy, Nancy the Nympho. Do you know that one?
Oh my, sounds dirty.
I love it already.
And he starts
I don't
playing.
know.
He just takes off and starts playing. So you find a key and jump in there. Performance. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the right one anyway, but we'll take it. Let's see. There we go. Oh. He's not that much. He's not doing that much better. But, so yeah, Darren, comparing your skills, you're like, I just started this shit, and this guy's just not, So you're kind of impressed with yourself, at the moment. You're playing just damn near as well as he is. And you guys play a song, and people are kind of looking at you. There's only 15 people in. You look up, and Darnan's got his arms crossed over his chest, and he's staring at you like, "Are you ever gonna finish?" And then you finally finish the song, and 3 Strings says, "Hey, let's go sit over here and let's talk."
I'll follow.
So you guys find a spot in the corner, and he basically says, "Mert tells me that you're a trustworthy fellow. And basically what I need is a patch of gold delivered to someone. In a little town called Skullport. Have you ever heard of it?"
More and more recently, now that you mention.
And when you say more and more recently, you see his eyes look over at the big well, the big open uh, portal down into Undermountain. His eyes kind of look over there a second. He looks back at you and he goes, "Oh, does that not intimidate you some? The thought of going to Skullport?"
You can't. You can't be a hero worth writing about if you aren't willing to take the occasional risk.
Oh, well, you sound almost like a good friend of mine named Volo.
Good guy. I've met him myself. I believe mentioned in his most recent book, in fact.
Really? What is your name again?
Darren Grove.
Darren Grove.
He
Darren Grove.
assured me I was being penned in there.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I maybe I don't have a copy of his latest book. I don't know, but I mean,
Well,
sure.
I
I
was
mean,
still working on it.
well, if Volo's promised you credits, then by all means, he's a very upstanding man. But yeah, so you know, rumor had it that you might be able to. You know, I understand. Perhaps you're going there anyway on other business. And Darren, with your passive perception so high, it doesn't take you long to realize that. Wait a minute. Okay, so how did this guy know that I was going there? Mert asked you to talk to him already. Jalis, seems like there's people been talking to you. It's not hard to put that together.
Yes, it seems we have a lot of the same friends.
Well, friends are a good thing, right?
It can depend. So, what did my friend assure you I would take care of for you? Besides hauling a large sum of gold.
That's not an overly large sum, but it's some. You see, I need it delivered. It's payment, so to say, to one Kalal Kladani.
Yeah, that's not a shady as fuck name.
Appropriate reason to meet such a man might come in handy as well.
It's not a man. As a matter of fact, she proved to
Even
be
better.
an unlikely savior at a time of need for myself. She's half drow, in fact.
Just a little sneer at the mention of a drow. Well, as it turns out, the ladies are my specialty. So,
Oh, actually, he says it wasn't for him. Basically, he says Kalal provided shelter and healing to a wounded Harper spy in Skullport and is owed payment for her support. And he sets a pouch up on the table between you. And judging from the size and the chink, if it is gold, like he said, probably about 50 gold pieces in there.
pittance. Uh, I'm headed that way anyway. It seems of little note to take care of such a thing. Plus, always good to earn some credit with the friends of ours.
Favors, am I right?
Yeah, favors. I mean, you know, it's
Harpers are useful.
might come in handy. And basically, he tells you, yeah, he goes, once you deliver the pouch, you can take refuge in a Harper hideout called Dalagor's Fortress, and it's located in the uppermost level of Skullport.
That should be quite useful for the work we have to do down there.
He says, well, I'm so glad that our paths have been aligned like this. Shall we play another one before we go out? Maybe we can get these Spinsters to
I
throw a
fear I
coin.
have much preparation to take care of this evening.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. Well, keep working. One day you'll be as good as I am.
Hopefully fate finds your friend in a better situation now.
My friend.
No,
Sorry?
the one that needed saving or got
Oh,
saved.
oh, the one that, yeah, that this half drow took care of. He says, "Well, I thank you very much, and yes, I do hope that your trip is really uneventful, and that's a blessing."
Uh, Hopefully it's not too boring. We do need something to write about.
Well, that's true. That's true for those who seek fame and fortune. Well, and with that, good fortune to you, my friend.
I'll give him a bow and head over to the bar. And I just shake my head sadly at Durnan. I had to accommodate the poor man. It's not hard to play so poorly and not show him up.
Durnan looks at you and just kind of rocks back and cocks an eyebrow. I like that when people cock an eyebrow at you. Big bushy eyebrows, by the way. And these big old oak tree arms of his. And he reaches over and he grabs a pitcher, fills it up, and he goes, "What can I help you with?"
I I fear we've been commissioned to head down through that well of yours here in another day and a half. Well, the morning after next.
Guy?
I was
It's
hoping
10
we
gold
could.
ahead.
Fair enough. I was hoping I could get rooms for the night, make a bit of a thing of it. Leave in the morning before business starts.
Rooms tonight.
Uh, Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. Well, he looks around. It's not very busy in here. He goes, how many beds you need?
Five. Yeah, five.
5 beds. Should be a problem. Should be a problem. Let me ask you. You sure you're ready to go down there? That hole?
I'm not, but I was hoping, with all the business, I might be able to get a little information from you, on what exactly it's like down there. I hear stories of your great travels. Are we talking like worked stone tunnels or caverns?
There we go. Yield yawning port. You ask him what now, Darren? Are we talking what? Caverns or?
Yeah, it has caverns or worked tunnels.
Said you'll find some of both. Keep in mind, they don't call Hallister the Mad Mage for nothing. And I'll tell you, I was lucky to come out.
Well, hopefully I will share in your luck. I was just hoping to be prepared. Wasn't sure if it'd be worth how much supplies I should bring with me. Seems like it could take a while.
I can tell you that you better be prepared. But you can never really be prepared.
So
Don't be
since
the fool.
we're
That's the
doing
best preparation you can make is don't be the fool.
Yep. Tart.
Since we're doing this early in the morning, would it be possible to bring a cart with us, dismantle it, and lower it down there? That way we can load it up with supplies and carry it from there. As we get farther, we'll need it less. Doesn't sound like a place I want to run out of food.
You can always come back. And I think I'm trying to find out where it is. He charges to lower people down and to haul them up, and whatever it is, he just tells you what the cost is. I think it's 10 gold to go down and 1 gold to come up, something like that. If you come up.
That's why he charges so much on the front end.
Yep. So, I'll save your rooms. Can I ask who for?
Darren and the company from Troll Skull Manor.
Okay, and I've lost his, What the hell? Window creep from hell. Okay, I guess I closed it. There he is.
And so I creep. Yeah.
So creepy. I'll be watching you.
You'll have to sing for Brad, J-Rob.
I sing for a select number of people.
Is Bradicus out there?
He had to leave.
Yeah, Durnan's heard of you. And he says, oh, Troll Skull Manor. Hope business is better tonight up on the north end. And he walks away from behind the bar and he takes 2 pitchers of ale over he's been filling and sits them on one of the only couple of tables with people sitting at it in here. Starts cleaning dishes up and stuff.
So I'm gonna take my leave and head home. Wait, unless something just happened, I had to step away for 5 seconds.
So you're heading home?
Yeah.
Alright. Gazik, I guess he's in tow. You guys make it back to Troll Skull Manor. It is now, I'm going to say a good 3 hours have passed. Is there anything else that you want to do on this evening of 6th day?
Nope. Not for me, anyways.
You going to share any of this with the rest of the party, Darren?
Oh, yeah, I was chatting with them in character before, and spend the rest of the night telling them about everything. At this point, Gazik's in. I was trying to convince the rest.
All right. So the night passes, I reckon.
Yep.
Okay, and Big Johnny Paz. Thanks for the follow, Big Johnny Paz. Big Johnny Paz, everybody. Welcome to the shenanigans. It's 5 a.m. Gazik is awake.
Gazik is going to leave a note for people telling them that he's gone out shopping. And then I'm going to be out looking through this inventory of non-magical items to
Oh,
purchase.
the new. Where'd this come from again, Venom?
DM's Guild.
DM's Guild, but here we go. Who did this? Introduction. Randall Wright of Wraith Wright Productions, design and editing. Matakuri converted it. Em and Rob too converted it, and other graphics. Yeah, so great. I highly recommend it. And, my players have had a blast with it. So if you're looking to use something like this, really fattens up the items list a lot. What kind of vote you give it? 5 stars, 4 stars?
Fun.
I probably would have given it a 3.5. It contains a lot of 3.5 ones that have been converted to be more 5th edition proper.
Oh, really?
But some of the items are also. The reason it doesn't get 5 for me is because some of the items are just repetitive. They could have condensed it.
Gotcha. All right, so you're going shopping. And with that, I think we'll call it there. We're going to say you're going out shopping. We're going to take care of some of that stuff offline. And it looks like tomorrow you're headed to the Yawning Portal for, who knows, maybe a night of drinking and merrymaking before you descend to your ultimate doom. Let me remind you, players, that it will be handy to have an extra character created, I think. Just saying. But it is 5e. It could be all wussy stuff, you know.
Tark and Krog are gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
You never know. It's possible. Anyway, so unless anybody has anything else they want to do tonight in game, in character. Yay? Nay?
No, not really.
All right. Well, with that...
Work.
Oh, you're still working, yeah. By the way, we need to wrap that piece up. I forgot about that, buddy. Thank you very much. Where's my commoner? Window creep. All right. Constitution checks. So the first 15 minutes goes by. Wow. I'm glad I wasn't in combat with you guys tonight. So you lose one commoner, but everybody seems to. This first 15 minutes, I mean, it's all you could do to keep Pitcher's Veil on the table. And you've got 4 people left. And it keeps, the drinks just keep flowing. All right, they seem to have got their second wind. Nobody's out. And you're into the past the 30-minute mark. Is there anything you want to do for these folks? Oh.
She's going to
Chuck.
give a couple of them some free top shelf liquor, so she'll pay for it to get them for the person who's in first place, or the 2 people that are in first place right now.
Okay, well, I wouldn't know if you could really put them in their places or not. I'm going to say there's 13, 4, 7, and 4. So 2 of them...
Well, because 2 people rolled 19, so they seem like pretty sober, so she's giving those 2 people from free shots, so she's paying for their shot.
Oh, well, let's see if they take them or not. Let's give me a persuasion check. Big Jared 27, thank you for the follow. Big Jared 27, welcome to the shenanigans.
Since Little Fang is paying out of pocket for it, and it's like the good stuff, would she get advantage on that?
Sure. You've got the party started.
Thanks.
Get the party started. All right, yep. They take your shots and they drink them on down. I'm going to give them -2 on their next roll. So this guy... Oh, he's not doing good, the one that had a shot. And this guy... He's not doing good either. That kind of set them all back.
Okay.
All right. So this goes on for up to about an hour. In an hour's time, you've got 5 people drunk as shit. And they have spent about, roll me a d6. About 5 silver pieces in ale.
Oh, these poor people.
Ale's cheap.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
That's true. Hopefully they become regulars.
Yeah. You might
And
have
how
to have
many
Tark haul them out, Tark and Krog.
And how many silvers did the 2 drinks that I got them cost?
I don't know. What's your prices? Probably didn't cost you anything.
I mean, you work there. You can say, "Hey, you can have a drink on the house," and
That's true. But I was
Yeah.
more thinking in terms of taking out of our profits.
Well,
But if
we'll
we're not
roll for
counting
all
that,
of
then that's
that.
fine.
And you know what? I'll
Okay.
probably give you a bonus for playing your drinking game at the end of the week on 10th day, which is what, coming up in about 3 or 4 days. 6th day today. Tomorrow, well, we're cruising through the night, so you guys will be out of town when the next roll happens, but doesn't mean we still won't roll to see how much moolah you've made. All right. Anything else anybody wants to do in Troll Skull or Waterdeep on this night before our gate at the Yawning Portal for the evening? Tark's having a smoke in a corner. Well, with that, we'll thank everybody. Big Johnny Paz and Big Jared 27 for following, coming by the stream, and everybody else. Don't forget, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Chris McDermott, Game Tile Warehouse, Rob Toohey, mods and conversions, mods and stuff for automating your gameplay a lot on Fantasy Grounds. We'd like to thank Fantasy Grounds folks. Unity's out. Got Unity. I haven't spent much. Well, I've spent about 2 minutes with it, actually, so hopefully I'll get some time to do that Saturday. Sirenscape for the audio. Heroes Wanted naturally for a place to go. You guys looking for a virtual tabletop game? Play some D&D or Savage Worlds or what, Bunny? What else? What else is there to play?
Maybe aside from Savage Worlds and Pathfinder 2e.
Yeah, there you go. I knew she had a pitch. Put that pitch in there. Pathfinder 2e, I guess, is out now. Let's see. Who else do we need to?
Oh, and don't forget, if you buy Paizo items like different books, like so, if you buy the core rule set and others and adventures on Fantasy Grounds, all you have to do is sync your account with the Paizo account, and you get the PDF for free, which is really good.
Really?
Yeah, for
Wow.
all of their stuff.
Wow. I don't know. That's a pretty sweet deal there. So anyway, thanks again, Fantasy Grounds College. Who else have we left out? Anybody? Thank you again, Devon Knight tokens. Didn't get to them tonight, but come back next Thursday. We are about to embark on Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Things are getting ramped up here. So with that, we'll tell them good night. Say good night, everybody.
Right?
night, everybody.
Good
Good night.
night.
Hi, John boy.